Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for February 2022. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can simply follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and even leave a comment, because you know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement, any kind of engagement, helps this channel out a lot. So with all the housekeeping out of the way, what is going on when it comes to your month? February is an overwhelmingly positive month for everybody. It's something I've been saying to all the signs, and the same, of course, holds true to you. And that actually means something coming from me, because you know me, I'm not somebody who is afraid to talk about difficult subject matter either. So, you know, makes it all the more real when something good is happening. And when we have such a positive month show up, it's important to understand that a lot of this month is all about unmaking a lot of negative trends that maybe had their start in months or even, even almost going back 5-6 years past. And this is happening mostly in your sign, your first house, as well as in your second house of earned income, employment, your values, and your valuables. Now, I said mostly. We're going to be talking about other areas of your chart as well, but a lot of this is happening in these two spaces. We've got Venus in your sign all month long, direct, Mars in your sign all month long, and Mercury direct in your sign from the 3rd of the month through the 14th. And when we have so much activity in our first house, right, that's you, your personal journey, personal growth, getting current with yourself, right, getting back on track with all of you, it's all the more special and all the more personal. With Venus, the planet of love, favor, affection, and popularity, this month you're going to be noticing that you are a magnet for a lot of affection and generosity from all different kinds of people and all different kinds of spaces. But what makes this all the more interesting is that this seems to be focusing on helping to build you up in a way to get you better aligned and better on your way towards the accomplishment of some personal goals that you have struggled to realize in recent history. So this could actually be favor and popularity that gives you new equipment, new tools, new resources. Yes, with Venus in our first house, we also become a bit of a love magnet. And so for those of you that are curious about how this affects your social life, whether you're looking to attract new companions in a platonic sense or in a romantic sense, Venus is absolutely going very, very strong here for you. In fact, with Venus in the first house, we tend to become sort of an attention magnet anyway. And magnet is definitely the term to use for your month of February. Venus is also going to be setting you up to start transitioning into a life that is a lot more comfortable, a lot more affluent, a lot more luxurious in the material sense. And you may be actually noticing a lot of circles that you move in transitioning at this time, whether they are transitioning and growing to become more conducive to a more harmonious or more convenient, a better sourced quality of life, or transitioning out of your way, if that's the case, because, you know, the company we keep does often as well co-create and contribute to our reality, transitioning out of your way in order to make way for new fortune, new wealth, and, of course, supportive company. Mars here in your sign is also going to be bringing the action, passion, energy, and that obstacle clearing driving force to put behind all of your endeavors. And with Mars in our first house, it's time for us to bring an end to pervasive challenges that ultimately we have always tried to walk around or work around. and not have, maybe we haven't had the ability or the strength, the resources to tackle head on, but now we do. Mars in the first house is an opportunity for you to not only make up for lost time with some kind of personal goal or personal enterprise, but also giving you a chance to champion your own cause. You're going to find that you're also attracting more closely to you the people that are already ready to fight the good fight with you, however that goes. Professionally, socially, may not be a fight. I'm speaking metaphorically here, mostly. But with Mars, we're also getting a chance to make up for lost time where we may have been caught up or distracted by other things, whether it's because we got into a difficult arrangement at work, a difficult pattern at home, a difficult tie-up with family, a not-so-great relationship in the past. Whatever, situation needs to be put on a course that is much more preferable and complementary now is going to be getting that all squared away with that Mars and Venus help. In fact, with Mars in our sign, this is also going to be an incredibly industrious month. You're going to be finding that you are also the pick of the litter when it comes to a lot of new work opportunities. You're going to get a chance to be put to the head of the queue when it comes to maybe transfers or new initiations, new hires, maybe new moves that you're looking to get into or looking to accomplish for yourself. And Venus, bringing that popularity and that favor to you, is also going to attract those that are willing to actually put their weight behind you. So we've got their combined strength really going to work on you and your personal goals, things that are about you this month, not just what you share with others. Mercury here, the planet of communications, haste, and speed, is kind of giving you the wild card blessing of Mercury, where we are seeing an opportunity for you to speed up productivity and speed up the fruition of a lot of ventures, a lot of journeys, a lot of projects, a lot of courses that you've taken on that you wish you could actually hurry along to their finish, right? What do we want to wrap up? What do we want to get over with? What do we want to actually start reaping the rewards of? Whether these are negotiations, long-standing transactions, long-standing communications, maybe there is some kind of story or narrative that has been getting dragged out for far too long, either because of who's involved or what's involved. Mercury in your sign is saying, nope, we are actually getting on your pace. We are not going to be going as slow as possible. And Mercury tends to bring like a shot of caffeine to everything that it touches anyway. But with Mercury in your sign, you're also able to break through a lot of boundaries, a lot of barriers, and a lot of slowdowns that you may have incurred in recent history as well. Before moving on, I want to mention that, it kind of sounds a little vague when you talk about all of these planets in your sign, because we are getting the blessings of these planets to be able to put to use wherever we want. Okay, that's what happens when you have a planet in your sign. It's gifting you to go to work. And so where do you want to apply these things in other areas of your life? Do you want to apply that Mercury direct in Capricorn to your health? Do it. Do you want to apply your Mars in Capricorn to work? Do it. Do you want to apply Venus in Capricorn to love? Do it. All of this is here for you to utilize, right? We take agency when it's in our first house. We are the master of these energies. We command them where to go, how to work, how fast, how strong, and how much. And so this is your month. We also have the Sun in Aquarius this month through the 18th, which is your second house of earned income, employment, your values, and your valuables. And this is going to be a time where you're noticing the attention, enhancement, and support focus of the Sun is increasing the value that you are getting out of your work life, out of your income stream. Because when we get more attention, enhancement, and support, we're also noticing that what we are putting out there and what we are good at is of higher value to other people. So this could be a month where not only are we getting a chance maybe to give ourselves a bit of a raise or to negotiate a change that is much more conducive to us on the job, what we're doing, what we're getting compensated for, but a lot of you are also going to find that you are, with that Venus in your first house, a magnet for new opportunities, more competitive opportunities elsewhere if you're looking to change jobs or move around within your field, move around within your employment situation. Again, initiate a transfer or swap departments, swap shifts, or go and get a new job that is a cut above what you're used to working with, right? Promote yourself in that way. I'm going to promote myself by taking on this job that's already a promotion just by accepting it. You're getting this all laid out for you to enjoy this month through the 18th. Mercury will be moving into this part of your chart after the 14th and remain here all the way through the beginning of March. So we're bringing the communications, haste, speed, and productivity energy to your work life. And we're speeding up the acquisition of wealth. We are speeding up the acquisition of money for you through avenues as well as through projects and through assignments that are really easy to complete. They are highly competitive, but they're really easy to complete. And that money or those sums that come your way are adding up really, really quickly. Mercury in the second house is also going to be speeding up any kind of big moves that you think are supposed to take longer, anything that you've been maybe inching towards as far as a big goal or some major intention you want to realize when it comes to your work life, when it comes to getting a new job or orienting yourself into the lane in your field or in your professional life that you'd rather be in. Mercury is also opening up lines of communication with much more highly influential people, and with, of course, Mars in your sign. They're going to come and help you fight the good fight, champion your cause as well. All in all, it's again an overwhelmingly positive month. After the 18th, we've got the sun moving into Pisces, where the sun will be through about week 3 of March. With the sun in your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, your peer group, you're going to get a chance to have that attention, enhancement, and support focus of the sun go to work for you through your network. Now, the sun is actually bringing people closer to you that are either on the same journey, on the same mission, or bringing your most important people closer in order to achieve something alongside you that is going to benefit the whole. This could bring in a lot of really strong collaborations your way, both from people known and from people unknown. This is also a great time to be going out and making a different name for yourself by putting a different aspect of yourself out there. For those of you thinking of getting into publishing, if you're thinking about maybe advertising yourself, promoting something online, this is going to be a great month for that. And a lot of you are also going to find that travel is opening up for you as well, an opportunity for you to make a big leap. Now, whether this is a big leap where you're making a big permanent move, a relocation, or this is going to be travel for pleasure or travel for business, expanding your horizons in that way, of course, that's going to be on a Capricorn to Capricorn basis. But from the 18th of the month through, week 3 of March, that is also on the table for you. We also have a special event going on this month. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, abundance, novelty, and luck, in Pisces, is forming a sextile to Uranus, the planet of invention, experimentation, spontaneity, innovation, and revelation in Taurus, Now, when a sextile occurs, it's when one planet reaches over from one house or one area of our lives to lift up another planet in another house of our chart. And so we have Jupiter in your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, and again, your peer group lifting up. Uranus in Taurus, your fifth house of love, romance, as well as creativity, recreation, and parenthood. And it does look like somebody is going to be, or maybe it's more than one person, there's going to be some kind of big break. We'll just put it that way. A big break that is coming to you through your social network that is immediately going to transform your future with regards to either a creative pursuit, whether it's an artistic pursuit, or maybe something you're doing for your own independent business, your own independent enterprise, or possibly a romantic pursuit, a romantic relationship, or even a relationship you have with one of your children. Jupiter in the third house can be a big gift that comes our way, or a big favor, a big gesture, somebody with the hookup, and it's the kind of hookup that feels more like getting a golden ticket. And this is coming to you this month. Now, I do want to stress that while we have this aspect occurring on the 17th, it's actually something we're going to feel as more of a window period because we are working with big, slow-moving planets, Jupiter and Uranus. And so we're actually going to feel this between the 12th of the month and the 22nd of the month. However, I do also want to remind you that this is when the ball gets rolling. This is when things get started. They don't just begin and end all in this window. This is a gift that could keep on giving for a very, very long time. Because Jupiter is in the third house, this is likely going to be a hookup of some kind, a hookup coming from either a new friend or ally, or a trusted friend or ally, something that they do, that they maneuver, that they facilitate with their own actions and resources that creates a seismic shift in your own life, as well as transforming maybe the course of events in a romantic experience or a romantic relationship you're in, or drawing in a new one for you single Capricorns, as well as how you are handling things like parenthood and your own personal enterprises, all for the positive. So, look forward to that. We do have a couple of our lunations to talk about before we wrap up. We always end these videos talking about our new moon and full moon of the month. We do have a new moon in Aquarius on the 1st of February, which is your second house of earned income, employment, your values, and your valuables. And this is opening up a window period between the 1st and the 15th for a new beginning, a new cycle. Now, a new moon in the second house is presenting an opportunity for a lot of you Capricorn people to step into a new job, to step into a new working circumstance, a new employment arrangement. This may be something that is internal or external, depending on what's going on with you. But with this new moon, this is also going to be setting up a brand new chapter for us where we are living and working far more comfortably. This new moon is most likely going to be dropping you in foreign territory, however. You are going to want to be ready to think on your feet, adapt and learn. We're not going to be able to bring a whole lot of the work life or the standards or the understandings of this current situation with us. Even if it is something internal, even if it's just a transfer, even if it's just a move to another campus or something like that, this new moon is still bringing you a big fresh start when it comes to your work life. Again, I feel that because we do have that Mercury in your sign during that time, as well as Venus in Capricorn, this new opportunity that's being handed off to you is something that you should consider because I feel like it will be a big improvement on what you walked into February with. We also have a full moon in Leo on the 16th. And this is going to be your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, intimacy, erotic expression, and anything to do with self-employment or self-generated income. It's one of those houses that doesn't quite know what it wants to be. And a full moon here is going to be opening up a window period between the 16th and the end of the month. We're talking about culminations and transitions. First off, the second half of the month is pretty hot and heavy for you Capricorn people. I don't want to make this video too smutty, but a full moon in the 8th house is very, very hot. And, you know, a lot of you may be getting pretty wild with partners at this time. This is one of those types of energies where people not only just decide to cut loose, but they go buck wild. And a lot of you may find that this is actually breaking away some inhibitions in you and in a partner when it comes to getting more intimate or even fulfilling a few intimate fantasies or becoming more experimental that way. However, when it comes to those of you who are currently single or available, you may still also have the opportunity to cut loose, as it were, because with the full moon in the 8th house, we are also giving you a chance to start to see an opportunity to explore a different kind of relationship or a new love language that is very compatible with you, but with somebody brand new. This can also be a terrific time for a lot of you to make a big jump when it comes to clearing away some kind of old financial tie or entanglement that has been compromising or limiting your movements or your ability to spend or make some kind of big leap elsewhere in your life or elsewhere in your chart. So that is what I've got for you, Capricorn people. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You all know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.